Joining us today is Lee Morneau. She's the Director of Loyalty Marketing for Celebrity Cruises. Thanks for joining us, Lee.
No, thanks for having me, PF.
So, in your vertical, of course, as with a lot of verticals, customers are changing, but you probably see it more so, dealing with so many people that are probably very passionate about, taking a cruise. How are customers changing in your view?
So our customers are changing in a couple of ways. One, the more loyal they become, the more places they've been. So we have to come up with new and exciting places and destinations that we can take them to. And then secondly, they're also changing the way that they're interacting with us. So we're finding more and more are starting to engage with us socially, and we're trying to now tackle that the obstacle of how do we deal with people that are engaging with us socially to make it relevant, keep them part of the loyalty program, and sort of make them brand advocates as they engage with us in that realm.
And how is employee engagement fitting in all this? Because again, people want to come on a cruise and feel welcome, and so I'm sure that's extra important in your line of work.
It's extremely important because when our guests are with us, they're with us on an average of 10 days.
Oh yeah.
And so our staff and crew on board they make the experience for our guests. So they are extremely engaged on the ships, and I'm thankful for that because they create such a wonderful and lasting impression with our guests and memories that those guests will have for a lifetime. On land, we could do a better job, and that's something we have not focused on, of trying to engage our employees. What can we do to sort of leverage the brand and leverage what we do for our guests? And as a product, how can we engage employees to sort of raise the awareness of celebrity cruises? But on our ships, for sure, bar none, the captain on down is engaged with our guests, and that's what makes or breaks the experience for them.
And how do you see customer experience changing in the coming years? Because, of course, brands in and out of your vertical are setting expectations, and even kind of in related verticals, I'd say like hospitality, hotels and stuff are setting expectations. How are you handling that?
So we are constantly trying to innovate with onboard programming, meaning onboard our ships. So what can we do with entertainment, to make the shows new and fun? We've just rolled out 18 new shows over the last 18 months. To try to refresh what people think of when they think of cruise ship shows on board. What other activities can we do besides shows? We do partnerships with like Top Chef at Sea, so we actually have quick fire challenges on board. And then, when the guests are not on board with us, I see them in the social ways. Social is kind of the big new beast that we're all trying to understand and tackle and figure out how can we incorporate that into what we offer as a product and really engage with those guests when they're not on board with us.
So is there a challenge in communicating with customers? Because we probably have a pretty wide range of customers, because people in their 20s probably start taking their first cruises, people that are retired, and then they probably prefer different channels.
They do prefer different channels. So as you might expect, the older demographic is not as socially engaged, and the younger demographic is very socially engaged, and everybody else kind of falls into the middle. So we have to really make sure we're communicating everywhere that our guests are listening. We want to make sure that we're there. And what new and innovative ways can we communicate with our guests? How can we drive them to maybe be more engaged with us socially? I think the older demographic tends to shy away from social because it wasn't something that was in a lot of their adult lifetime, and what can we do to engage them and keep things relevant to them, new and refreshing, just like destination. What new places can we take them to? What new ways can we communicate with them?
And what's the challenge of personalization and creating a single view of the customer? Because again, people want to feel like you really know them, and so how do you approach that?
So personalization has been my pet project lately because I feel with our brand in particular, we have a lot of opportunity there. So I've been really working with our marketing email group to try to make a consistent, personalized message. One of the challenges, we all deal with databases, and they can be such a beast as far as accuracy of the data, the integrity of the data, multiple records getting tied together. So to me, personalization, we need to improve it and make it consistent. And then what else can we do to ensure that our data is clean and accurate? So we've been undergoing a data cleansing project over the last few months, which is going to help us with that, and then a refresh of how we talk to our guests in email specifically, because that's the best place to be personalized. When they come to the website, we've just launched a new website. We're not even 100% of traffic on that new website. It just started last week. So they're going to have a whole new loyalty experience on our website with a dashboard and talk to them who they are, what their status is, and it looks great. So we're trying to we're probably a little later in the game than we should be, but hopefully we'll catch up pretty quickly.
Terrific. Well, Lee Morneau has been our guest from Celebrity Cruises. Lee, thank you for joining us.
No, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.